Is your baby 5 to 8 weeks old and you feel like, what on earth happened? You know what it is? There's actually a reason for this. This is the 5 to 8 week developmental leap. I like to call week 3 kind of like a golden week, like everything seems to be coming together perfectly. Then you're like, they're sleeping well after a bit of a rough entry into sleep. And then you're like, what happened? This was going so well. Well, this is a developmental leap that is totally normal. It is where their brain is changing and it is very overwhelming for your little babe. So they are going to be looking to you to provide all of the comfort and direction in it. So what's actually happening is their brain is broadening and understanding many, many more things in their world. And this is really overwhelming. Signs that your baby is going through this leap is often we will see short naps. We will see one really big period of awake time, generally in the evening, 3 to 4 hours long when they really should be only awake for 45 to 60 minutes. We're also going to see a shift in sometimes we'll have more night wakings or shorter naps. Generally it's like one or the other. You'll either see it more affect naps or night times. And then you're also going to see that they need extra comfort and care, and that is totally okay. They're going to need a lot more help during this period. This is not the time to sleep train. This is the time to really help your child understand that they are safe and you've got them and it's a-okay. Even though for you as a parent it feels so long and you worry that this is going to be what it's like forever, it's not. This is the 5 to 8 week leave and it's very normal for them to be extra fussy. Things that you'll be able to do to really comfort them is to use their 5 senses and see what is actually going to really help them. And so going through things like having a warm shower with skin to skin, taking them outside for some fresh air and a change of temperature. They may be cluster feeding, that's also okay. You'll also find that they like to be held tight, so wrapped up in your arms, and often sucking on a soother does help. What we do want to make sure is that we're helping baby as much as possible. The thing here is because it's a brain change and it's such a big one, there is often a lot of crying with this one because your baby is feeling all of this change too. So I don't want you to feel like something's wrong with your baby. If you do feel like something's wrong, don't be afraid to go to your pediatrician. However, if they're just fussy and you're like, they're crying and you're like, okay, they're not sick, I know they're well fed, I know they've got a clean diaper, I know that they're well slept, all of those things, and you can't figure out what's going on, it's okay to be like, I am their big person, they're telling me they're overwhelmed and I'm going to be here for them. And sometimes babies have those periods where they're going to cry because that's how they're communicating that they're feeling something and we need to be in it with them. If you feel like your baby is unusually fussy, then obviously go and see your pediatrician. However, a big part of the sleep is riding through it. You'll know that it's done when that giant period of awake time suddenly shortens to a more reasonable period of awake time. You'll also notice that it's done when your baby becomes more calm and easier to settle. And often in this 5 to 8 week leap, they're very, very easily susceptible to getting overtired and their cues are hard to read. So ensure that they don't get overtired, but when they kind of have a little bit more flexibility and are calmer, then you know you're through it. You know what? I often think that this is the hardest part of the newborn stage rather than the first week or two. The first week or two, your body is running on that adrenaline and trying to figure all of this out. Week 5 and 8, you are tired, that sleep deprivation is kicked in, and your baby is trying to figure out all of this too. This is the time to call in the troops, any support system that you have, and also to enable your partner, if you have one, to build trust with baby. You have built trust with your baby, and so they do too. How you comfort baby is going to be different to how they comfort baby. And we go through a lot of these techniques in nurturing newborn sleep. However, I do want to give you one that has been absolutely just game-changing for my husband and I. We have routine in the afternoon, and so when he is coming home from work, I will hand him the baby, whoever is the baby at the time, this one at the moment, and he will go for his shower and he'll take the baby into the shower. So I actually have, 10, 15 minutes to gather myself, to have a drink of water, to kind of check where that self-talk is, to make a plan for the evening. Maybe it's even just to get some food into me, because when I am, I've eaten and I've had a calm moment, when I'm calm, then it's easier for her to be calm. So find a routine that works for your family. Even babies at that 5 to 8 weeks period are starting to understand routine. So let's use that to our advantage.
Have people in your life been telling you, you'll never sleep again? Are you starting to stress about how life is going to change with a baby or adding an additional baby? I've been there. And mama, it's time to cheers your new best friend, Little Wink Sleep. Our Nurturing Newborns program gently and gradually lays the foundation for sleep in a way that you're able to manage and understand. We use a science-based approach that fosters healthy attachment. You'll be able to let go of the stress of newborn sleep and enjoy this stage, knowing your baby is set up with the right skills. Nurturing Newborn Sleep includes all our insider coaching strategies, taking you step by step, troubleshooting along the way, as well as